everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Passioknit Kelsie, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial for this bandana. So let's go ahead and get started. To start on this tutorial today, you are going to need some cotton yarn. I would recommend any worsted weight cotton yarn that is very soft. Look for something that has a nice drape, such as the Walmart Mainstays 100% cotton yarn. There is also I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby and lots of other options. As long as it is a medium 4 weight, it should work. You're going to need some scissors, a tapestry needle, and a 5mm crochet hook. The first thing we're going to do is a magic circle. So grab the end of your yarn with your right hand. Put it in your left hand like so, with the end going towards your pinky. And then we're going to take the long end of our yarn and we're going to wrap it around our first 2 fingers, over, under, and across to make an X. Tuck this end under your pinky just to hold it out of the way for us. And then you're going to get your hook. You're going to go under the X and grab the yarn that's on top and pull it through. We're going to grab the same yarn again, pull that through the loop on your hook to make a chain, and now you can take your fingers out because your magic circle is secure. From here, we will start our bandana with a stacked single crochet. This is going to count as our first double crochet. So what we're going to do is 1 single crochet into our magic circle, just like that. To do a stacked single crochet, all you're going to do is another single crochet, but this time we're going to go through the front leg of the first single crochet that we already did. So we are just going to go right through this loop, right here, the front leg, and do another single crochet. So I'll yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and that creates my stacked single crochet. From here, in our magic circle, I'm going to do 2 more double crochets. That's 1. There's 2. And then I'm going to chain 2. There we go. To finish off row 1, I'm going to do 3 more double crochets in the magic circle. There you go. You can pull on your yarn end to close your magic circle, but you don't want to pull it too much because we're going to have to crochet into this later whenever we do the outline. So just kind of leave it like this. Your first row should have stacked single crochet, 2 double crochets, a chain 2 for the corner, and then 3 double crochets on the other side. Now we're going to turn this and start on row 2. Row 2 is also going to start with a stacked single crochet. So I'm just going to go in the first stitch right here, do a single crochet, and then I'll do another single crochet into the front leg. And there's my stacked single crochet. From here, I'm going to chain 1, yarn over, and I'm going to do a double crochet in the very next stitch right here. There we go. Now I will chain 1, and then I'm going to be moving into my chain 2 space right here. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to do a double crochet, chain 1, another double crochet in the same space, chain 1, do another double crochet in the same space, and that's what you're going to work in the corner of our space rows. 1 double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. The middle double crochet is the center stitch, if that helps you. From here, we will chain 1, skip a stitch. In the middle stitch right here, you're going to do a double crochet. and then we will chain 1 and end the row with 1 double crochet in the last stitch. Okay, there is row 2. This pattern will alternate between solid rows and space rows. So our next row is going to be a solid row. Let's turn our work. We're going to start with a stacked single crochet in the first stitch. That counts as your first double crochet. I want to do an increase, so I'm going to do a double crochet in the same spot. There you go. 2 double crochets in the first stitch. And then from here, we're going to do 1 double crochet in every space until we get to the middle stitch in the corner. So you're going to double crochet into the space, double crochet, space, double crochet into the space, and then we will work a corner right here in the middle. Feel free to put a stitch marker on there if you'd like. Okay, I am at the center stitch now, so I want to work a corner. In every corner on the solid rows, we are going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. I'm going to put all of that into the same stitch. So here's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 double crochet, and 2 double crochets. There's all of that in the same stitch. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Now I'm going to work all the way down this side, doing 1 double crochet in every chain space and double crochet. Once I get to the last stitch, we'll have to do an increase again. So I will meet you there. Okay, I have 1 stitch left, so I'm going to do 2 double crochets together in the last stitch. There's 1, and there's number 2. There you go, we are done with row 3. Now we're just going to be alternating between solid rows and space rows. The last row that we just did is a solid row, so we're going to turn, and our next row is going to be a space row. Start with a stacked single crochet, chain 1, do a double crochet in the very next stitch right here. Now do a chain 1, you're going to skip 1 and do a double crochet into the next space. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next space. You're going to do that all the way until you get to the top, and you should have 1 double crochet open before your chain 2 space. So we're going to chain 1, we're going to skip the last double crochet, and we're going to work our corner in the chain 2 space. If you remember from 2 rows down, it's going to be a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. There you go. Continue working with the chain 1s and skip 1 all the way down this side until you get to the last 2 stitches. The last 2 stitches will always be right next to each other with the chain 1s in between. So you always end the row and start the row in exactly the same manner. From here on out, you're basically just going to repeat these rows back to back. On your solid rows, make sure you begin and end with 2 double crochets in the first and the last stitch. Work your double crochets in every chain space and double crochet all the way up. Once you get to the corner, in the center double crochet, make sure you put 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets on the other side. Those are your solid rows. On the space rows here, make sure you start with a stacked single crochet, chain 1, that is your increase in the first stitch, and then do a double crochet directly in the next stitch. Don't skip anything on the first 2 stitches. From there, you just work regular chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, all the way until you reach the chain 2 space. In the chain 2 space, work the same corner, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. I am going to repeat those 2 rows until I have a total of 11 rows. Right now I have 4, so I need to do 7 more. All right, here is how my bandana is looking after I've hit 11 rows. The last row that you do should be a solid double crochet row. Now we're going to start the outline. The first thing we're going to do is a row of single crochets along this raw edge here. So keeping your yarn attached exactly where you ended, the first single crochet is going to be through the top of your last double crochet. So go right through here. Do a single crochet in there. Now, whenever you're doing single crochets across rows of double crochet, just know that you get a single crochet around the middle of every double crochet, and you get a single crochet in the seam of every row. So like in between these rows, this hole right here. So it'll be one around the middle and one in between. And you just go back and forth like that. So I did the top here, I need to do a single crochet around the middle of this double crochet. And then I need to go in between the stitches, this hole right here, around the double crochet, in between, around the double crochet. And that just makes them nice and evenly spaced. I'll go all the way across the bottom. Whenever you reach the center, put a single crochet around the center of this double crochet. Put one in your magic circle that we started with, and then the other one will go around the post of this double crochet, and just continue like normal. I'm also going to be crocheting over my end from my magic circle. Your last single crochet is going to go into the top of your last double crochet. There we go. That's what we just did there. And then I'm going to turn and we're going to work around the edge of our bandana, and I'm going to do picots. My first single crochet is going to be around my last single crochet actually. So I'm just going to go like back through the top of the loop there, do my first single crochet. Next single crochet will be in the first open stitch. And we've done 2. I'm going to start my picots here. So to do a picot, you're going to chain 3. And then you're going to do a slip stitch back into the single crochet where we just were. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the first loop as well as the front leg. So this little V here, I want you to go through there. Show it to you again. That was the front loop and the front leg. There you go. Yarn over and slip stitch. Pull it through everything on your hook. And that just makes this little bobble that sticks out. From here, we'll move on. I want my picots to be 3 stitches apart. So I'm going to go right into my next stitch here and do a single crochet. There's 1. Another single crochet in the next stitch. That's 2. Next stitch, single crochet 3. There you go. Now I'm going to do another picot. So I will chain 3 and then slip stitch into the front of this single crochet here. There you go. And this will repeat all the way up until the corner. So I'm going to do 3 single crochets, picot, repeat. Once you get towards the top, there should be 2 double crochets left before your chain 2 at the very tip. We'll do single crochets in the next 2 double crochet spaces. Do your 3rd single crochet into the chain 2 space. Do your picot. And then we'll start working down the other side. So start with a single crochet in the chain 2 space again. Do a single crochet in the next 2 double crochets. and then start your picot again. And repeat that all the way down. At the end, there should be 2 stitches left for you to go into, just like we started with 2 single crochets on this side. So there is this open stitch right here. And then go right into the top of your first single crochet here. And that lines you up right perfectly with the corner. Here's what the edging looks like after that. Now we're going to add on our straps. So just right from here where your yarn is already connected, go ahead and chain 65. After you have chained 65, we are going to slip stitch back down the chain. So in the second chain from your hook, just go right through the top loop, yarn over and pull through everything on your hook. And do that all the way back down to your bandana. Once you've done a slip stitch in every chain all the way down, we are going to single crochet across here to the other corner. Just single crochet into the top of every single crochet. Once you reach the other corner, you're going to chain 65 for your other strap. From here, we'll do the same thing, slip stitch all the way back down until you reach this point. All right, we have made it, so we can go ahead and cut off our yarn. Make sure you leave about 5 or so inches to weave in your ends. From here, pull your yarn straight out like this. And grab your tapestry needle. I'm going to connect this seamlessly in the round by going under the 2 loops of our first single crochet right here. And then put your yarn back down through the center of your last loop where this piece of yarn is coming out of. So go right back down through there. Once you pull that through, you will see it makes a V-stitch. So it looks like it's all connected in one piece. Poke your yarn through to the back. Flip it over and you can weave in your end. What I usually do is I go under some single crochets on the row that we just did, like that. Pull it through, but make sure it's not too tight, you know? And then I'll loop it down and go back under the second row of single crochets. Now it should be pretty safe to cut off, but I like to do a little bit extra just in case. I'll take the yarn, I untwist it a bit and split it in half. I'll take one of the halves, put it in my tapestry needle and loop it around some yarn, just right next to it. And now that they're split, take those two ends and tie them together in a knot, at least 3 times. After you've done that, you can cut them off really short, and those are not going anywhere. And there you go. You are officially finished with your double crochet space bandana. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If you liked it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what color you made this in. Did you like it? Did you have fun? You can subscribe to my channel for more tutorials and crochet content. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!